morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Chats. How is everybody this cold, chilly January 31st? Last day of January. Man, what is the temperature today? It's something like
8 below.
8 below? 8 below. Minnesota life. All right, Jan. I busted you. Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell you what's going on for the week, and there's a couple people that will be standing up, residents that will be sharing some information as well. And I'll just let you know what's going on for today, and then Wednesday, and then move on to Thursday, and then I'll hand it over to John, and then Lori for a little bit. Okay, so today at 10 a.m. in Marion Hall is our iPad Session 2 class. That was a sign-up class. There was a certain amount of people that are, I think it was up to 15 or so. So if you have signed up for that, that has been moved to Marion Hall so that they're able to use the monitor. Dennis is able to use the monitor for the teaching mechanism on that. It will go smoother. And that is to download apps and sync your devices, fingerprint, Face ID, mail setup, and some more information on your iPad. So that's session 2 at 10 a.m. If you did sign up for that, I was up there earlier. It's a little bit chilly in Marion Hall, so you may want to bring a layer. I did set up the space heaters and shut the blinds, so hopefully the heat will accumulate a little bit in there, but just FYI, it's a little chilly. And then on Wednesday, February 1st, we have, of course, our TED Talks moving on to Wednesday. And that's February 1st. Can you believe it? The 3 topics for TED Talks is how to tap into your awareness, disability inclusive future of work, and how great leaders take on uncertainty. And that is at 1 p.m. on channel 991. Also at 1 p.m. is our cribbage and our open art studio. And of course, 7 p.m. on Wednesdays is bingo and 500. Thursday at 9:11 is our recorded coffee chats on 991 if you were not able to catch it today. Our excursion departs for the Ames, and it's the church basement ladies. That is a rescheduled event from December. The tickets, because it was a reschedule, the original tickets I was able to get months and months in advance. These tickets were done quickly because of the cancellation. So as a result, some of the tickets will not be together. Some of the seating will not be all together, but it's still rescheduled, and it will be a good, hilarious theater production for the church basement ladies. Before the production, there is 11 o'clock appointment for Clive's Roadhouse, and that departure for the excursion is at 10 a.m. I'm going to hand it over to John. He's going to share about Bernie's celebration of life on Thursday.
Those of you that knew Bernie knew that one of his passions was get together with the ladies at bingo. And he would bless their cards as they came in, and he just had a real good time at bingo. Hearing that, his niece decided that what better way to celebrate his life than to maybe play a game of bingo. So we're leaving the tables up from Wednesday night bingo, and we will use the same tables for the celebration of life. 1:30, come and play a game of bingo or 2. We'll take a break and let people that have something that they want to share about Bernie experience that they had, and I'm sure it will be enjoyable. And then hand the mic off to someone else. Then maybe we'll play another game of bingo or 2. Starting at 1:30. Now, what I'm up here today for is to get kind of a count rough count, so that the kitchen has a chance of knowing how many cookies to make for her. And so maybe at this time, those that would plan on coming sometime Thursday afternoon at 1:30 to say 3 o'clock into the Marion Hall, let us know by raising your hand here. I am counting about half. Okay, thank you. And we do have the Super Bowl coming up. It's not this Sunday. They have a week to recoup, or 2 weeks to recoup, and then they play again the following Sunday. It will be between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, so it should be a good game. And again, maybe just a raise of hands, how many would be planning on coming down for maybe a light sandwich or a donut or cupcake or whatever. We haven't gotten ourselves together to make final plans on that yet, but show of hands, Pro Bowl, a couple weeks from this Sunday. Okay, certainly not everyone, but thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see here. Friday, February 3rd is 1 p.m. coffee chats, and there's also bridge and poker. 4 p.m. is our happy hour, and 7 p.m. is our collective movie and Marion Hall. So that is Blindside. A couple takes in a homeless teenager and helps him navigate the school system and sports transforming their lives, and that's starring Sandra Bullock. Great movie if you haven't seen it. On Saturday, of course, is our men's breakfast at 8 a.m. and bingo at 7 p.m. So as we're moving into February, we have, just heads up to put in your calendar, we have our Mardi Gras celebration. We have a trio, they're called the Blue Ox Jazz Trio, and they'll be here on February 24th at 3:30, and there'll be cake, a nice Mardi Gras cake, and beverages prior to that at 3 p.m. So hopefully you can join us for that. It should be a good time. And also want to put a shout out for the February 28th, there is a Plant Care 101 potting party, and it's limited to 15 people, and so it actually is going to give you an opportunity to plant a plant. Does that sound right? Into a pot, and she's bringing all of the required things: the pot, the plant, the soil, gloves, etc. And so you are able to chit-chat and learn about plants and take a plant home with you. There are still some spaces in that if you want to get your hands in some earth. Since we're not able to do that right now, sign up for that. It should be a good time. And that's about it. I'll hand it over to Jeff. Thank you, everybody. Oh, yep. And here's Lori. Sorry about that. Thank you, Lori. Forgive me.
We are doing, for our First Tuesday craft, we are doing Valentine cards this month in February. So I'm inviting all of you, guys and gals, to come and make a Valentine card for a friend or special person that you know. We will be using both rooms in the art room so that the guys can kind of have their own corner and the gals can have theirs in case you're making for somebody that's actually in the class. Then also we have our Peggy Berg coming back for our painting class again, and she'll be here on the 14th on Valentine's Day. If you want to learn to paint, there is a sign-up sheet over there. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. First off, 991 in the west building is dead in the water. We're waiting for a piece of equipment, and we're going to get it through Comcast, and there's some mumbo jumbo going on there. So I can't tell you when it's going to be back up and running. What I can tell you is if you're interested, you can get Coffee Chats on YouTube. Do we know the search terms?
Not off the cuff, no. But I could do a write-up if you like.
Hold on, what's that, Carol?
I think you separated into two words, Ridge Point Coffee Chats.
That sounds right. It might be Ridge, space, Point, Coffee Chats. And if it's separated, there's probably not even an E at the end of P.
I would be happy to do a write-up and post it.
Very good. Jillian's gonna do a write-up and post it.
It's on an icon on the library computer also.
Thank you, Roger. Also, if you want to watch it, you can go to the West Library, and there's an icon on the desktop that you can click, and it'll show up. Do you update that each week so the most recent week shows up?
Yes.
You are a good man. Thank you, Roger. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Also,
He's got more.
the other YouTube stuff is on there also for the 3 playlists.
The other YouTube stuff, is that the TED Talks?
Yes,
The TED Talks are on there as well,
and updated every week.
and updated every week. So, very good. In this cold weather, couldn't stand up here and not talk about the cold weather, right? There was a report that someone was sitting in the garage listening to the football game, idling their car. Now, our garages have a ventilation system that the fans turn on, and when those fans are running, we're putting warm air in and taking air out. That sounds counterintuitive, but with heating and cooling, for every amount of cubic feet of air that you put into a space, you have to take an equal amount out. It's a little off balance in the west because you'll notice when the fans are running, that door, automatic door, will not close because they're putting more air into the space than taking out. That being said, it's dangerous to run an automobile in a closed space. No matter how often it gets vented, you know, the spirit of the garage is to park your car, and when you start it up, you leave. So, if you should see anyone sitting in their car with it idling or whatever, please rap on the window and have them call me, and then we can resolve that issue. We are, the remodeling for the hallways is close to being approved. Okay, we can stop there then. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen them haul a lot of carpet over there. Is that just for apartments?
yep. Carpet being hauled is for apartments, or it could be carpet being taken out of apartments and brought over there to get thrown in away. Okay, very good. Birthdays. What is the date today?
Today's 31st.
31st.
The February newsletters to your left as well.
January's gone.
Yes.
Yesterday, okay, let's start here. Pat Sullivan was yesterday, she had a birthday. On the 4th, we've got 3 of them. Sylvia, Sharon, Sandy Heinrichs, Madge Anderson. On the 6th, that must be a landmark one, Frida Golden. How old is Freda? 95? That's a landmark one, isn't it? Isn't everything above 95 a landmark?
80.
I forgot where I was. Oh, on the 7th. No, we don't do the 7th. That's next week. All right, let's sing happy birthday to our neighbors. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. One more thing. Our van is getting its Department of Transportation inspection today at Boyer Ford in Minneapolis. We've also got them looking at the brakes and tires. And I spoke with them this morning. There's a real chance that they're not going to have it done today, which would mean, and we made this call already, no shopping in the morning tomorrow. But we will be doing medical routes tomorrow afternoon. All right? Have a good week, everybody.